And we are live. Hello. Welcome to my live stream where I draw names of the people who are commenting, and I also have a list of names on on record where I can pick out from. So first of all, before I get more viewers here, let me just say how pretty this is all looking. We have an upgrade. The upgrade is that you see, I've seen the live streamers on Twitch, there you have these overlays, so I thought I'll create this one for myself. You see this purple doodle thing that is going on over here, and the TV inset for my myself, my face while I'm talking. So yeah, how's everything looking? Let me know in the comments if this upgrade is what you like. So before we begin, let me just show you that these are some of the names that I've done in the past few weeks. I think I started this a couple of weeks ago, and I'm trying to pick up this new skill of doing text lettering, and I thought what's the best way to start and get more engagement, then pick up names from my followers. So that's what I've been doing. And this week what I did was I did 3 live streams. I think I did this is the 4th live stream. It's getting it's sort of taking my channel. I'm trying to revive my YouTube channel. Also, another announcement is that tomorrow I have a brand new video scheduled, and this video is a tutorial video, but is a different kind because it is okay. I'm freezing here. It is a long form video because it's an hour long session of me showing you how to draw hands, because yeah, a lot of people struggle with doing hands. So I had a video lesson recorded from when I was doing the workshops. So what I did was I edited that into a 1 hour session, and it's kind of a draw along session. So you can draw along with me on that session, and it's going to be a premiere video. So I'll be hanging out there, chatting and answering your comments as you draw along. So be sure to catch me if live, like on a recorded video, but still live. Uh, and you can get your doubts cleared and draw along with me. So yeah, that's going to be good. That is going to be tomorrow. Put on your notifications on for the video, and also subscribe to my channel. Okay, enough of chit chat. Let's start drawing and pick out a name that I have in my reserves. So let's start. I hope everything is clear in focus. So for sketching, I use this brush, which is 6B pencil. Let me create a new layer to start off. So I'm sketching using 6B pencil brush in Procreate. Come say hi in the comments if you're joining. I'm going to use this style, and let me just turn on my list of names and pick up something that is interesting to do and small and sweet. I think I'll pick up this one, Aksa Khatak. So I'll just write down this name. EQSAA and KHATTAK. I'm just writing this name because I don't want to do any spelling errors while I draw this. I hope the music level is okay and you can hear me talk over it. Okay, so before we start, so I'm going to keep this in a color scheme similar to this one you see here. So let us start sketching. And it is cool to note that this khatak word is has a space here which can incorporate the Q. So I'll draw this here and double T so it goes up. There are a lot of A's, 4 A's to draw here, and I'll keep the K going up. Let's just center it and draw on top. So reduce the opacity more. Maybe I'll curve it like in the reference here. Curving just helps a bit in the stylizing of the letters. And you always need to make sure whether the letters are readable as themselves and not do not look like a different letter. So in this stage it's going to be all rough sketching and scribbling until I am happy with the sketch. So I call this hand lettering, or as like this is called hand lettering because it's all sketching and no geometric shapes. So it's basically raster art versus vector art. I'll just create a baseline here so I know I'm going horizontal, which I'm clearly not at the moment. So let's put this below and lowering the opacity as a reference, and use the warp tool to get this along the baseline. If you are watching a recorded version of this session, just let me know what would be a better time to do these live streams so that I get more of you. I'm scheduling these. I just thought I'll start this early today because I was just waiting around in the last live stream uh, for the time for to reach the time. It was at 11 a.m. last time, so I thought I'll just keep it half an hour early today. I think this second baseline is very much high. Let's get it a bit lower. Let's get all the letters sketched up and then I will see what I can, like if I can draw some relationships between them. balance the case on both ends. Let's just increase the height of this K and review what we have here. I think I'll make it more inclined in both directions and try to get the K aligned with the A. So this is a process of iterations till you're happy with the result. You go on tweaking it, try to create the layout which is more pleasing. Let's hide my initial name. I think I need to reselect the baseline and just select my text to center this in my frame. Trying to see if I can improve it before finalizing. Maybe I can make the text rounder. Let's see if any of these letters have things to make round. I think I don't like the T as much. Maybe a more rounder baseline for the T. I think I will do all of these counters as a flat with a flat side. We have 4 A's in this name. A bit better. The Q can be a bit larger here. Can the A turn the other way and it will look better? Yes, it's looking better the other way. We still have a negative space here, but okay, to fill this A, this negative space, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out. And let's put a capital A here. Now this is just to fill up my space. If it is even space everywhere, just looks better, more tighter. I keep forgetting the A is still on a different layer. I hope this reads as an A because we have a different A here. So, hmm, I have an idea. Let's try to reflect the same A. Just to tie in, let's duplicate it and reflect it. Just flip it up and try to fill up the space. And we have to change up the K as well. I think the similar kind of A looks better in this place, and the K I will try to be honest, I'm not really too happy with how this is going, but you can't win all of them. So if I have the A like this, the issue is the K. Let's get the T a bit inside. So till A it's looking good. Let's mess up this K as well. And vibe to the music. Pray that some fresh inspiration comes out of the music. Surprisingly, it's been silent today. I always have like 7-8 people watching. I don't know if the notifications have gone out. If you are here, say hi in the comments. I'm not too happy with this K. See, the thing is, I have to get this rolling. So, hmm, let's do something drastic. Let's shift this one, create more space, do smaller A's so that it's in line with the big A. And then let's work on the K. I need the K to flow into the A on top. Okay, so let's do the K first and then let's fix the A. As you can see, this is quite a slow process till you are happy with what you have. So now for the top A, let's so if I have to maintain this size of the A but tilted on the other side, we have to shift around the letters from the base. So this is my K here. Let's shift it to the right. Then let's shift the A. And the rest of them, let's try to get it in line. This is turning out to be a difficult name to do. Let's call it good here and start our inking process. Sometimes you just have to stop at a point which looks better, then keep working on it. And as I'm going, I am trying to maintain the spacing between the letters so that it's not too much, it becomes more cohesive. Also guys, I'm very new to lettering, so I'm figuring out things and learning new things every day. So I'm doing this to practice my lettering skill. Let's create a new layer for the bottom row of letters here. If you want me to draw your name, just comment your name in the chat box and I will get to it next, if you are still there in the stream. Otherwise I will go to my list of names which I've got from my followers, and I'm trying to get through that slowly. Trying to keep all the A's similar. This wasn't the best attempt in lettering, but I'm going to try to redeem it when I'm coloring. You because I'm also adding color to these letters. Quick one, but still. Alright, let's hide our sketch layers and try to center it one last time. I don't want to take it too low. Let's just do it visually. I'm going to collapse this up, and first let's fill in our background color and use hue saturation to adjust it to our reference. Next I will put this the ink layer in reference mode, and below it let's fill in white. Use continue filling to fill all the letters. Suddenly this starts looking better. Now I'm going to use the reference. Hi Suraj, thank you for joining the live stream. Says I like your style of drawing. Thank you so much. If you want me to draw your name, just type in your full name. I see there already in your ID, but still. So what I'm going to do here is use this maroon and fill this up. Make it a bit darker. Now I'm going to remove this from reference, duplicate it, because let me tell you why. I'm going to give it the 3D look that you see in the reference here. Just take it a bit further. Yes, Suraj, after I'm done with this in the next 10 minutes, I will get to yours. So do stick around. So I'm creating a 3D text kind of effect. It just gives it, takes it to the next level. And I'm doing these really quick because I want to get through more names. So trying to speed it up. Let's use continue filling to fill all of these new shapes. Make sure I haven't missed anything. And also making sure that it's in line with the same angle. Okay, let's do the bottom. much done here. We need to add some finishing touches. Let's use continue filling. Now the finishing touches are these tiny squiggly lines looking at the reference. So after doing names, I'm going to move on to some text lettering, like sayings and slogans. But I thought I would start with the names because it is just more relatable to viewers. So maybe in a week or two I will be doing more relatable text. Pretty happy with how it's turned out. I'll just center it again. I don't know why this looks off center. For some reason it does. Last touch is the see, I'm using references to study the style and trying to create my own artwork. Let's just add a few of these lines in the inner side. Alright, that is done. I'm calling it done. Okay, let's move on to your name, Suraj. Put a thumbs up in the comment to tell me that you are still here. Suraj, if you are still here, just put a thumbs up in the chat. Till then, I will just look at my reference sheet here. Yes, I am going to do lettering like this one. And let me write your name. Make sure that the spelling is correct. But I'm not going to keep it exactly like this. I'm going to turn the letters around, but the color scheme is going to be that one. So let me just so having a full alphabet also is good because it just shows you what kind of letters go along with it, like what kind of letters go in the same style. So I'm just referring to the letters. So you see how the A and the U are looking in the same style. but I have to work on the spacing and also the layout. Let's block out the letters and then we'll understand it better. So I'm just moving the baseline here. I'll still draw a guideline and to make sure the letters are following a horizontal pattern. And now the name, last name, since it is 1 2 3 5 7 8 letters, I will scale it down. So let me look at my reference again. So this kind of lettering is kind of a retro style. You see it more in those art deco kind of architecture buildings. The text, if you've ever seen Batman the animated series, that's a good reference for the art deco style. We have another R here. So all the letters like E and R, they are offset into the center line is lower. So I'm going to center it again, keep this smaller, and this is how it's going to look basically. Now let's block out the letters. Turn the opacity down and let's block out the letters, which is going to be like thickening the line. And this is sort of like sketching and sculpting the letters, as it's not geometric, it's very irregular. It is called hand lettering because I'm doing that. Let's make it straighter a bit. So all the negative spaces are very slim, like even the S, it has to be uniform. I guess I can shift this up a bit. And maintain the thickness of the arms. Okay, let's move on to the R. You can just block out, like create a rectangle and try to fit it inside. It's gone a bit larger, so let's make it smaller a bit. So this is helping, like creating the rectangle first, so you know how large you can go. The counters have to be uniform in size, like the R, the center of the R and the center of the A have to be the same size. And J is quite simple, but it is taller, like it is going down in this reference, so it's longer than the other letters. Let's try to find a good angle. And this is the ugly stage of the artwork. Slowly it will look better, I promise. Okay, let's block out all the letters before we actually sketch them out, so that we know the spacing. And we can also duplicate the letters which are already been drawn. So let's reduce the opacity here. What has already been drawn is A. Let's duplicate it. Duplicate it again. Okay, that was H, my mistake. And we have an R here. And that is all the letters that we have, and rest of them I'm going to redraw it. Draw it. Since I've blocked out, it's easier to do any letters, like letters in any order. Again, the B has a taller upper arch and smaller lower arch. And let's look at the N. Suraj, I hope you like how it's going. Let's see if this can be centered a bit. Let's turn off our sketch layer so that you can see this clearly. I'm centering the name first on the horizontal line and then on the page. Now let's just review how we are doing here. I think I can get this even tighter. Okay, now let's give it a treatment like what you see on the left. For that we need to ink it first, and this is where the hand lettering part comes in. Because I'm not going to be really precise, this gives it a bit of character. Let's make sure the eraser also has the same brush. This is a kind of a textured brush. It's called 6B, no, dry ink. Now these I'm going to fill the letters, so the borders can go inside a bit, but I have to be careful about the outer edges. Let's just fill it as we go to make sure we are on the right track and fix some irregularities. I want it to look good. I'm filling black just because of visibility, so later on I can go in and tweak it to the colors that we need. I hope you like the process that I'm showing here. So my goal is to match my reference and try to figure out how it was created. Of course, the reference was created in vector software, and I am doing hand lettering because I kind of like it more. And making sure the spacing is same as the letters done before. last letter before we move on to making it look 3D. Let's review how it's looking. Okay, so next step is getting the background in the color we need, which is sort of turquoise on the green side, can be a bit darker. And the center is, the text is white, so let's make it white. It's not pure white, it is slightly on the yellow end, ever so slightly. And now let's create this double layer. An easy way to do it can be just duplicating this layer, filling it with the color. Okay, but after doing this, we need to create a connection between the origin letters. So all we need to do is connect the ends. And we need to make sure the angle is the same in all the letters. Now let's just adjust the color to make it more blue and darker to go in line with our reference. And when you darken it, the saturation needs to go up a bit. It's on a blue side. And the final touch here is the yellow that is inside the letters. So on a new layer, I'm just gonna draw the yellow lines. Suraj, I hope you like how things are going. If you want the final file emailed to you, just drop me a DM on Instagram. If If you are not following me there, it is by the same name, sketched up 20. Drop me a DM with your email address, and I will send this image to you. Let me just review it the final time, fix any errors. Suraj says I follow both your accounts on Instagram and for a long time. So thank you so much for being a long-term follower. You are the best I could ask for, and I hope you like my little artwork created for you. Let's put it on normal mode and fill the color. So we have the final color here. Alright, that is done. Thank you for being here. Let me move on to my next name since we don't have any other requests right now. Love your comic strips artwork a lot. Thank you so much. I want to get back to comics. I have just taken a big break and I want to get back to it very soon. As soon as I finish or get some work done, I will get back to it. Okay, so let me just move on to some different lettering. This one looks nice for the color palette, I mean, and I want to find a name of someone who has messaged me over and over. So this one I'm gonna do Ame Abegore. I'm gonna do it in a circle. So that is pending. This one is done. I think I'll do this one. So let me just write the name. So there are a lot of D's in this one, so I'm gonna figure out where to keep this doctor. I think it will be a small doctor here, and then let's draw this Devchani. I think I'll keep all the letters uppercase at this time, and let's figure out. But eyes I like to keep it lowercase for some reason, but no, don't like it. I like the I to be lowercase. Let's figure it out. Let's figure it out. Do I want the last name to be larger? Yes, I do. I'll keep the doctor smaller here. We have 3 Ds. I'm not really taking advantage of that. Let's do the incline letters. I'm collapsing all these into a single letter, single layer. Let's start writing and see if any patterns come out of it. I'm gonna keep the thickness thinner this time, the thickness of the letters. We don't have any R's. R was looking good. I'm trying to interlock some letters like this. B and E will fit together nicely. And the J can flow along this curve of the B, and A flows along nicely as well. Let's make the A smaller. So that we have small letter, then big letters, then again small letter. Slowly coming together. I guess the N, I will put it to a normal N. Let's align the letters fanning out from D to I. So I am just shifting around the N to get the correct inclination, and A can be made a bit better and a bit not so symmetric. Let me just refresh what I did for the first name today. Quite similar. Alright, let's do the doctor first. Get it out of the way. Now let's try to find some interlocking patterns for the last name. I think this EB and EB is quite similar, so let me just duplicate that one. And I want to fit this N here. That flows with the A in the name. So in the name, let's extend the A. And then the D we can shift along with the EB. So we have even spacing here. Hello Radhika, thank you for joining my live stream. If you want your name to be drawn, you can write it in the chat box. And if you are still here when I get to it, after I'm done with this one, I will draw it. So be sure to stick around. So A, I have the same A here, so let's duplicate it. So we have found a baseline for this N and I with the T, and then we also have this A, space for A, so we can extend the T even. I'll get to the T after I do the H here. We don't have an H here. Hi Afia, thank you for joining. I hope I'm saying your name right. Please write your name and I will get to it. I am going to be live for another 30 minutes. So if you are here, I will get to your name next when I'm done with this one. So right now the only issue with this name is that I need to, we have a empty space here. Let me just collapse all of these. Turn off my sketch below. Does this doctor go better here? Or here? I guess left is good, but I'll create enough space. This space here is killing me. Let's see if I can do something with it. As you can see, this is a very slow and iterative process where we need to figure out how to make the layout better. This is so nicely fitting with this. If I shift it up, I need to fill this gap somehow. So let me just keep this aside for a moment and do an E, which is sort of going up. And it just uses up the space. And I will even squash it a bit. So that it's nicely interlocking. And finally this D. let's collapse all of this so that I can lock the letters better and try to take in as much the empty space as possible. Everything is looking good. Let's collapse all of it and start the inking. I guess today I am really into this art deco style of letters. As the first one even I did a similar style. Let's center the first name and last name so the doctor is sort of offset. Actually, let's do it like so that Procreate tells us what the center is. Hello Pranay, thank you for joining. If you are there after I am done with this, if you are still there, I will do your names. So I'm going top down here. So if any of Radhika, Afia and Pranay is there, after I'm done with this one, I will definitely do your name. So let's start inking here. It will take almost 10 minutes for me to do this. Now this time there is no outer lines, so I only need to be careful about the thickness and not the inner edges. I can continue on these lines because I need to only fill the outer ones. Like I am filling it, so the inner lines don't matter. looking good. I'm happy with how it's turning out. I'm hitting the mic there. I hope you're not hearing the bang. Let's keep the doctor separate. I need to switch it. I call this letter carving because I'm actually carving out these letters and not using any vector tools. I find this process really peaceful, calming, and along with the nice music playing, it's kind of therapeutic. You should really try out lettering, guys. I've been doing this for the past couple of weeks, and it's a new skill that I'm trying to pick up. Also, I have edited a new video after so long, and it's going to be up tomorrow 10:30 a.m. It's going to be a premiere, so if you want to come draw along with me, feel free to do that. It is a complete 1 hour session about practicing how to improve your drawing hands. You can find the video already set scheduled, and you can join it, put on your notifications. Okay, last couple of letters left. Today I got to do 5 characters for a client from reference images. So I've gathered all the reference images and I got to get to that after finishing this. So I actually specialize in character art and drawing people. This lettering is just a new skill that I'm trying to pick up, and then I'll be moving on to, after names, I'll be moving on to doing some quotes that I can print on stuff, or maybe put prints for sale in my store. Okay, I will collapse all of this, and I think before collapsing I'll keep the doctor word separate so that I have, or hang on, I'll collapse it. I will turn off my sketch layer. I don't know what this upper layer is. I'll just turn it off, delete it. Now let's drop in the background color. And color correct it as close to what I have on the left. Then the actual text, let's put it in yellow. We have something like this. Let's just try to fix some errors right now. Like this line wasn't straight. Let's go around a bit. Because next I'll be converting it into the 3D look. So I'm going to duplicate the same layers. I don't want any apparent mistakes at this stage. Okay, so let's duplicate this layer, fill it up with the base color, put it in multiply mode and shift it a bit to get the 3D direction. And at this stage I want to shift the doctor a little less, otherwise it will be too far because it's smaller letters. Now I'm just gonna make this much brown and pick this color, put this on normal mode. I'm trying to match the reference here. It can go a bit more dark. Alright, now we have to put highlights. So on top of this layer I'm going to put a new layer in clipping mask, make it white and add some highlights in the top and left direction. And just makes our letters pop. Just turn this down slightly so that it does not strike so much. The next step would be adding these Hey Pawan, this is my third name today, and I guess people left. Are you going to stick around? Then I'll do your name next. So I'm doing these just for practice. I'm going to do one more name before we are done. So whoever is here at that point, I will be doing their name. It's almost done. Finishing touches on this one and making sure the colors are right, because I'm no expert in colors, so I just follow the colors which I get from references. Along with the texture, and I guess this one is done. Who is next? We have 3 viewers here. Please type in your name, and if someone was from before, I will do their name. Type in your name in the comments, and I'll be picking first come first serve. We have time for a last name before we wrap this up today. We are already on 1 hour 36-minute mark. Pawan is here. Who else is there before Pawan? I guess you're the only one. Can you just type the full name? So I will do that in a style of your request. All right. What kind of style do you want the letters to be in? Is it okay if I do retro style? Or let me just think about it a bit. I don't want it to be too I want it to feel a bit serious. So I'm just going to think about what kind of style I can go in. Old school, yes. but thinking of I don't want it to be too curvy. I want it to, so I picked the style from a different different reference, and I picked the color scheme from, you can check for a reference and you can send it over on WhatsApp. I'll give you 2 minutes. I think I'll try to find some Indian retro font. That's a good idea to add Shri in Devanagari. As I'm new to this, it's slightly limited with my what do you say, my skills in lettering, but let's just figure this out. Let's figure it out as we go. Just write it down and then something will strike. So I want to make the name the highlight, and then the other things we will have in different font. I'll try to improve this. I'm just putting things in place. trying to figure out where things will fit. Hmm. I saw the one you sent, but let's see how this is going. As I said, I don't want to keep it too bubbly. Let's go with the flow here. Let's create some guidelines. Okay, let's iterate this once. I'm still trying to figure out which direction to go to, where to have the curves, because right now I'm not following a single reference. I'm trying to invent letters, so I might go silent a bit. make sure the spelling is correct and I'm not doing any typing errors. Typing, drawing. This is a complete process of iteration, so slowly it will come into place. I might change around things as we go. I think I need to keep the A simple. I'm deviating a bit here, trying to keep the letters in line. I think let's get this over with, then we can figure out if it's looking nice. We'll need to rethink the layout. Sometimes we deviate and then pull back to get it more simple. Let's just see if this is working out. I'm making this more complicated than needed. Pawan, if you are still here, I need some feedback. I'm not liking the U, so let's shift this G, get the U and N a bit more in line with the rest in terms of thickness. And also in terms of style. Connecting up the letters. Hello Hamza, welcome back to another live stream. We are on the last name today. So I'm trying to repeat the elements that we have. So the N can have a circle swoosh. Now I think the D is the only one with not enough space. Let us fix that quickly. Let's give D some breathing space. Let's add these same elements for all the letters. I am not going to give up till I am absolutely sure about the sketch. Hamza, the next live will probably be on Monday. Sketches Mandar. I think you joined the last time, Mandar, when we were wrapping up too. So if you want to get your name done, you have to be early. This one is our last name. A phrase. Hi. Thank you for joining my live stream. I am on the last name for the day. Whew. Pawan, I hope you are happy with this name. It took a while to get here, but let's see if I can do the other one. I'm not sure whether we'll be able to finish this off here. When too much time and too much time is spent on the name, I just leave the other ones in a simpler style. Yes, it definitely was a heavy name to do, and I wanted to keep it not in a modern but retro style. Hamza, thank you. I added the doodles to liven up the. It was looking boring the last live, so just added an overlay. I drew it myself. Pavan, I think I'm gonna end this live here and figure out a way to do justice to this name um, after my lunch and get back to you. So I'm sorry I couldn't be doing this live, but I will surely share this name with you after I'm done. So everyone, thank you for joining in today's live session. The next session will be on Monday, same time 10:30 or 11. I will schedule it and you will get your notification if you turn them on. Also, I have a video set up to be on Premiere tomorrow at 10:30. So if you want to learn how to join, how to draw hands, that is something that a lot of people find it difficult. If you are an artist and you want to learn to draw hands with me, it's a 1 hour session and I will be putting it on Premiere, so you will be able to chat with me while the video is playing and you're drawing along with it. So join it for today, for tomorrow, and subscribe to my channel if you liked and learned something from me. Bye bye.